Okay, so everyone talking about Trump's Asia trip, but here's what's actually going down that you need to know about. Trump just landed in Tokyo like an hour ago, and Japan is not messing around. They deployed 18,000 police officers. 18,000. They sealed every locker at the airport, removed garbage bins. One guy literally got arrested for carrying knives near the US Embassy. Why the massive security? Because this is Trump's first meeting with Japanese new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi. And according to AP, she's basically betting her entire political strategy on becoming bestie with him. And get this, Japan's plan to smooth over trade tensions, they might buy a whole fleet of Ford F-150 truck. I'm not kidding. That's literally their diplomatic strategy. But honestly, the Japan visit is just a warm-up act. The real story is what's happening with China. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent confirmed Sunday that there's now a framework for Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping to finalize a major trade deal when they meet in South Korea later this week. According to Bessent, they discussed tariff, rare earths, fentanyl controls, and here's the kicker. China might buy a massive amount of American soybeans, like enough to keep US farmers happy for a while. Trump told reporters, we feel about working things out, which for Trump is basically him saying it's done deal. Now, to be fair, this trip is happening while the US government shutdown is still dragging on back home. Federal workers are about to miss their first full paycheck. Air traffic controllers are working without pay. Food aid might run out in some states, but Trump's out here doing dance moves for Malaysian performers and talking about renovation at Kennedy Center. People are calling this classic Trump diplomacy. And yeah, I kinda get it. But here's where it gets messy. Trump also said he's not meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney because he's still mad about some TV ads Ontario ran that criticized his tariff by quoting Ronald Reagan. The ads got pulled but Trump said they let them run for another 2 nights. So now he's like, I'm not meeting with him for a while. International diplomacy over TV commercials, that's where we are. Oh, and when asked about potentially meeting with North Korea's Kim Jong-un, again, Trump basically said, if he wants to meet, I'll be in South Korea. It's pretty easy to do. Just super casual about potentially restarting nuclear talks. The big picture? This trip could literally reshape how trade works across the entire Pacific region. Japan's trying to secure their economic future. China wants to de-escalate their trade war. And Trump playing 4D chess with tariff and truck deals. But also, the Supreme Court is about to decide whether Trump even has the power to unilaterally impose these tariffs. So like that's kind of a huge details hanging over all of this. So yeah, Trump lands in Tokyo. Japan goes full security lockdown. A China deal is getting closer. Canadian getting ghosted. And Kim Jong-un might get a surprise invitation. All while federal workers back home still aren't getting paid. That's what's happening with Trump's Asia trip. And honestly, this part might blow your mind.